Buildings are living, breathing organisms with stages of life. They're planned, they're changed, they're maintained, they're upgraded, all to support the business that needs the right environment to function effectively. Schools, medical facilities, office buildings, industrial facilities, structures that represent a significant investment. DeMuth Train's team has the knowledge and commitment to help you maximize your investment through the life of the building. And it all begins with the proper selection of systems.
Dare County is in a coastal location, and it's a very difficult location to manage. Many of our schools are within half a mile of both the ocean and the sound. So you might imagine how that plays on equipment. It became obvious to us that the normal contract specifications that you would see in most bid packages were not going to do it for us. DeMuth Train helped us in a lot of ways. One of the major ways was the real world information, the comparative analysis that we did in order to educate those people that we needed to educate to obtain funding, to obtain approval of our programs. We were certainly on the cutting edge of a lot of technologies, and we wanted to integrate all the technology that was available that made sense in our particular application. And we've converted all of our existing buildings into, and our new buildings, into high-performance buildings. We now are able to manage and control not only indoor air temperature, but humidity levels. We certainly are able to manage our energy use levels and things that make our buildings a much better environment to work, teach, and learn in.
The main hospital is a, let's say, a six-story structure with about 500,000 square feet. The IT center runs a data center, and each server adds more heat load. They never really considered the impact of all that heat until we had a project where we added a large number of very large servers, and the combination just added a tremendous heat load to the data center. And the temperatures spiked up into the 80s, and that's when they called us in a panic in facilities and said, we need help immediately. They wanted us to bring the room temperature down to 65 to 68 degrees. They wanted us to accommodate all the future growth that they would do, whether they had it planned or not. They wanted it to be redundant. They wanted us to do it immediately, and they wanted us to do without any downtime or any disruption to their operations. We are constantly renovating spaces and replacing equipment and renovating the HVAC systems that support it. And with DeMuth, we have a one-stop shop. We can go to them for the design of it, the installation, and then after that they do the maintenance on them. So no matter what happens to the cooling system, we go to one number and say, it's not working, and I know they'll be here with someone that understands the system entirely, and we'll get it back in operation quickly.
LifeNet is a company that receives what we call the gift of life. People donate their organs and tissues so that others may lead a better or longer life. Given these gifts, we have to treat them with extreme care in our processing and our storage. Refrigeration is a major component in ensuring these organs and tissues are preserved and maintained for transplantation. It takes 2 chillers to run our building. We have one for redundant service. We'll rotate that in the lead-lag process. We also have a cascade cooling system for incoming tissue. Going down is not an option for LifeNet. We signed into a 10-year partnership with DeMuth Train that we share in the operation of the cooling plant. Under our service contract, if anything goes wrong, I know they will be there to fix it in a timely manner and ensure that our systems are back online with no loss. They have taken time to actually educate in-house staff as to operations, troubleshooting systems. LifeNet originally started with 3 volunteers. Over 25 years has grown to over 550 employees. In the future, we look forward to going to the international market. We look forward to Demuth Train to assisting us in getting our technologies overseas.
Well, our facility currently is about 250,000 square feet and is comprised of 200,000 square feet of manufacturing and warehouse space and about 50,000 square feet of office space. And as we grew, we actually created problems. We were building walls, we were building out offices, removing offices, adding walls, and as we did that, we created imbalances in our airflow system. We were creating hot and cold spaces, and because of the age of our building, we had a very antiquated system, which also meant that maintenance personnel had to be the ones to take care of the issues that we were having. HVAC is not our business. Our business is gearboxes. But we knew, due to the nature and the age of our system and the complaints we were getting from our employees, that we had to do something. Demuth came into our building and performed a personalized assessment of not just HVAC, but overall improvements that will improve efficiency in our building, such as linking our lights to a timed system in their smart system, so that now when no one's in the building, the lights will not be operational, and when people re-enter the building, they will have lights available. We actually were assigned a project manager, which made my job a lot easier as a facilities manager. The project manager kept me informed of any issues, any concerns, as well as the nature of the overall project with weekly status reports and weekly meetings. We now have a state-of-the-art system with no imbalances.
Demuth listened to what we had to say. They worked with us in solving our problems. They had the breadth and depth of service that we knew we were going to need. It was all about attitude.
With Demuth, we have a one-stop shop.
Going down is not an option for LifeNet.
We now have a state-of-the-art system with no imbalances.